It's good. Scano from the gutter. I'm not a biblical scholar. I won't pretend to be. I'm a sinner that's in a state of spiritual evolution. But I do delve into certain, mainly revelations. I wanted to. I find this. It blows my mind that it slips under the radar. That in regard to the mark of the beast. Now, most people associate that with the number 666, right? Because it was literally stated in Revelations that that was the mark of the beast. But see, the Bible speaking all these metaphors, and you gotta translate them. Like I said, me not being a scholar, I don't go to church. I'm trying to make sense of these things, and I will say I do find it highly fascinating that 666 comes up in the barcode, as far as for trade, commerce, etc. Now, that's where, for me, it really, I believe because we already have transition into, as far as the way we do trade, man, commerce, buy and sell, basically. Everything is now moving towards electronic. Paper money is who's seen change, like literal coin change in years. Paper money is barely used except, what I'm saying, if you know, you know what I'm saying? But so everything is already transitioned toward, electronic, which brings me to the point of why I feel like these microchips. Now, maybe as far back as, I don't know, maybe 10 years, I've already heard about, them discussing, installing these microchips under the skin from birth. It has, like I said, everything in it. Your history, medical history, financial history, criminal past, if that apply. Everything is in this microchip, right? So if you don't have it in underneath the skin where it can be scanned, and you can't move out here. And it says that in Revelations. Now, if you go to Revelations chapter 7, also chapter 13, like I said, I'm not the best person, most qualified to even try to attempt to break this stuff down, but it's not very difficult to make the connection as far as the microchips and where it states in Revelations, if you don't, the Antichrist, when he takes, control of the earthly realm, if you don't have that microchip or the mark as they call it, but like I said, I don't believe it to be a literal mark like 666 tatted on you. If you don't have this chip under, where it can be scanned, you can't move. You can't buy, sell, do nothing. You can't eat. You can't rent. You know what I'm saying? Nothing moving without this being tied into this system, right? And pretty much we've already transitioned toward that. It subtly, on a certain level, if you think about it. So it's already the table being set, you know. So like I said, I believe this is going to start to ramp up as far as, they've already been discussing it low key, as far as this, the chip. I've heard people have actually already done the procedure. So it's going to become a common thing, and at some point it's going to become mandatory. It's going to become law. There ain't going to be no way around it. You can argue, or you're going to, they'll lock you up, ruin you, whatever the case may be. Like I said, you can't move without this chip. So if you tie it together, and like I said, not so much the barcode, but I do find that to be, like I said, a significant detail. It is a spiritual battle taking place, man. I mean, it's not hard to see. It's a spiritual battle taking place. And, it's our souls, good and evil. Ultimately, if you believe in the Bible, you believe in me being a Christian, I do believe in God. I believe that ultimately he will win. I mean, come on. We know how that's going to play out. But in the meantime, yeah, a lot of souls going to get snatched up, and I'm fighting for mine currently. So, I mean, while all this other stuff is going on, man, don't let the fact that, you know what I'm saying, it's all tied into, the spiritual battle that's taking place. 216 Skano, still from the gutter.